Game 1 was a straight-up masterclass by James Harden, but there were some key discoveries Joe Mazzulla and the Celtics found out. Firstly, one of the biggest problems the Celtics had to solve was a result of these screens. Look at how high up the 76ers set these Game 1 picks. They basically used the exact strategy the Warriors used in the finals last season. This worked well because, as you can see, the Celtics big were in a deep drop coverage, so the high screen just gave them so much more room to work with. The Celtics tried to counter by getting skinny, fighting through screens, but that James Harden IQ counters back by simply being patient and getting a rescreen to create the perfect amount of separation. Now, the film studied from Game 1 could have huge implications for either team for the remainder of this series. We can learn a lot from this play here. The general rule of thumb in the NBA is that you should never ever bring help from one pass away in the corner. It's too easy of a pass to make, and corner threes are way too valuable. The Celtics decided to completely ignore this rule in Game 2 when PJ Tucker was in that corner. Right here, PJ Tucker sets the screen, and the Celtics switch. This then put the slower defender on Harden, who could completely go and cook Big Daddy Horford. However, in Game 2, look at what happens after the ball screen. The Celtics completely left Tucker wide open and directed both defenders right at James Harden. The disrespect continues to grow as Jaylen Brown slowly just walks away from PJ Tucker to double Embiid. Oh my goodness. Tucker does actually get this pass, as you can see, and he could easily attack this big closeout, but he passes the ball, which is one of the reasons why he literally put up this stat line right here. In Game 3, look how Marcus is defending PJ. Because he is able to help so much, it allows Horford to collapse down. Smart can easily rotate to Embiid, and PJ Tucker is becoming to look unplayable at this point. Look here as Marcus Smart doesn't even check to see if PJ is cutting baseline. He simply does not care. He can then step into the lane without hesitation. Tucker gets a wide open look, but all of this hesitation thus far in the series is not good for that mental game. More from Game 3. As the Sixers move Tucker into the dunker spot, Smart once again completely ignores him and gets in the lane and comes up with a nice steal. So the 76ers make an early substitution, and this is what makes the Celtics so special. They just implement the same strategy against Jalen McDaniels. Smart gets in the key and gets his hand in the passing lane here. Watch what Smart does here though. Tatum now picks up McDaniels, so Marcus then motions for Tatum to stay inside and help as Jalen cuts through the baseline. This is even gooder here to mix it up even more. The Celtics will also put Marcus Smart on Embiid and Horford on Tucker. This will allow Daddy Horford to roam around and help disrupt offensive flow with his length. Just like here, attention to detail is what the Celtics pride themselves on. Look how they go into a slight drop coverage on this pick. Derek White hedges hard and is able to stick to his man. Embiid has Marcus Smart on him, so he comes over to try and get a switch. The 76ers are successful at this, but because Horford is roaming around, he can then move over to take Embiid. Derek White can then rotate back to the outside. I love that. Now, I also picked up my favorite coaching moment from Mazzulla on this play here. He runs a cut that is hardly used anymore. Watch him wave to send Grant Williams to the strong side corner. I like to call this movement the Danny Green cut. But why did he even do this? Coach noticed that Embiid was at the level of the screener here, so the Celtics would have a massive advantage rolling inside with Williams. He then sees Grant's man PJ Tucker step in to be that weak side help. This motion here puts Tucker on an island, which can be further explained in this video over here.